The poor Subaru needs a bit of a refresh. I need to address the timing belt. I've got about 127,000 miles on the car. I put, let's see, got it from 64,000, so I put 60,000 miles on it. Original timing belt, I think I'm way past due. It's also 13 years old. Alright, I'm going to tell you one time emphatically, this is not a how-to video. There's much better videos out there. This is a video from a novice perspective, somebody who's never done this before and is kind of scared to do it. And I bet a lot of you are sort of in that boat. So let's see how it goes. If I screw it up, then maybe you don't want to do it. But okay, so just in general, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to remove the radiator, which I suppose involves, see, there's a hose here, and there's another hose. We got to drain this without getting it all over. Don't let your dog drink antifreeze. They like to do that, and it'll kill them. All right, so I'm under the car now, and there's this lower radiator hose, and I was trying to get the hose clamp off. Of course, it's rusted under here. It won't come off. I think what I'm going to do is just cut this sucker off. I don't know how I'm going to get it off here. Somehow I will. But after 13 years and 130,000 miles, I don't think it's a bad idea just to replace this. All right, I got the radiator out without too much. I couldn't wait. I got to take the belts off, but I wanted to take this inspection cover off and just take a look at what the belt look like. I was expecting it to be kind of all frayed and whatnot, but honestly, I mean, this is just a little piece of it that I'm seeing, and it looks brand new to me after 127,000 miles. Well, we're going to keep going. These belts are pretty easy to get off. Your alternator belt, which goes around the drive pulley, and that would be the power steering pump, I think, and then the alternator, it's this belt here, is tightened up with this thing. You loosen this bolt here, and you loosen this sort of pivot bolt over here, and then this is your adjustment, and as you turn it one way, it'll pull it up this way, and that will tension that belt. So if you ever have hear it squealing, like when you're turning the wheel, because this is your power steering pump, your belt may not be tight enough, so you can easily fix the squealing by just loosen that up, tighten this up a little bit so it pulls this alternator up. That's one thing. Now, this is the air conditioner compressor here, and there is a tensioner pulley down here that has the same sort of adjustment bolt on it there. You got to take all this off though, so you can get this cover off. So there's a bolt right here and a bolt down here, and I'm just taking these off, and then I believe what's going to, remember, I've never done this before, but I believe what's going to happen is that this whole thing is going to come off. That'll let you take the belt off, so like that, and then I think this belt's going to come off. I don't think you need to take this cover off, maybe. Let's see. Maybe you do. Let's see. No, I don't think so. I'm going to just fight with it. I got to have two hands. But, well, there. That belt's out of the way. Now, I don't know what happens. Do I have to take this pulley off? I think I do. I better go watch my video again. Well, this seems like a recipe for disaster, but the video says that this 22 millimeter bolt has to come off. It's torqued down pretty hard. When I turn it, it just makes the car go backwards. He says to just turn the key and the engine will spin that way and it'll loosen the bolt. Just like I said, so many things could go wrong. So I got one end over here on a board, so it's fairly supported on a long breaker bar. Oh God. All right, well, let's see what happens.
Here we go.
Did I break something? Ah, well, okay. Who would have thought, I guess. Makes sense. Here's that bolt. And I think it's going to come. I don't think it matters. This one matters where it is. Okay. Oh, there's a key in there. Okay, so it can only go on one way. See that? Yeah. Okay. Now we're just going to loosen up the rest of these nuts or bolts and get that off. Okay, so I got all those bolts out. I think, yeah. And this is going to come off. This is the one here that is just different than the rest. And that is what it looks like inside. And I think I'm going to stop for the day right now. And it looks pretty good. I'm going to stop now. We'll take it up again tomorrow and get better light, better shot.